So I'm one of those Zoomers whose personality was deleted by TikTok, and I want to talk about it. If you think this is an exaggeration, it's not. This is literally what happened. TikTok deleted my personality, or rather I allowed TikTok to delete my personality. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what it took from me when I realized it was taking things away from me, and how I'm trying to get all those elements of my personality back, because it literally wiped my brain, I feel like, and I'm like slowly gaining everything back. Let's talk about that. I literally feel like TikTok deleted my personality or suppressed it to such an extent that I was having low-grade depression, no interest in hobbies, just really, I literally have made a video, you can check it out, a video a year ago where I talked about having, like, I felt like I had no personality and not feeling connected to anything or my hobbies or curious about anything. I made that video a year ago, and you know what? I was on TikTok a year ago. I've been on TikTok for probably like 5 years or more. It was January 2nd of 2025 is when I deleted the app. And I don't know how to explain it. It felt like a flood of emotions, memories, interests, hobbies, anxiety. It all came flooding back into my brain. And I felt like thoughts like bubbling up to the top, like I was able to think about things in a new way once I deleted the app. So here's a couple of things that came back once I deleted the app and had some time away from it. Reading, because I take notes, because I'm a professional YouTuber. My personality traits, that in that video, I literally had a whole section about how I Googled personality traits to assign to myself because I feel like I didn't have any. My hobbies, I'm reading books, guys. I'm reading books and freaking like doing art journaling and junk journaling, and I want to embroider that chair. Like, who am I? Like, this is me apparently. It also brought back my anxiety and insomnia, which I did not expect at all. In reflection, I believe that I was using TikTok as a numbing mechanism for all my problems. So I have severe anxiety and depression, maybe ADHD, I do have PTSD, and I was using TikTok to numb those feelings. And when you numb negative feelings through addiction, whatever it is, I don't know if addiction is the right word, but it feels like that. I've been addicted to other things that feels similar. So I was numbing negative things, but I was also numbing joy, happiness, introspection, curiosity. I was numbing everything, and because I was numbing everything, I was having a lower quality of life and a lower, almost like a lower vibrational experience. I'm not like super woo and like spiritual, but it feels like the only way to explain what is happening to me. Like, I started listening to old music and watching old videos of myself and reading my journals and just like reconnecting with the person I was and am still, but like I put a pause on it. I don't know how to explain this. I want to take a quick aside to say I am not blaming the platform necessarily. I think it's a very complicated subject to talk about, like, should platforms like this be banned because of their addictive nature? I feel like humans like to do a lot of bad stuff for fun, like not bad stuff, but like stuff that's like a little bit bad for them, like alcohol, drugs, like junk food. If I was gonna say that TikTok is bad because I let it ruin my mental health, I'd have to say, well, then we should make all drugs illegal or alcohol legal. Or I only want to talk about my individual experience. I don't want to put judgment on platforms or things that I'm honestly not involved with. And I knew this was happening, and I also have been addicted to other things. I had a severe video game addiction. I used to be addicted to just watching TV shows all day, and then I also have and still struggle with a binge eating disorder. It's not TikTok, if that makes sense. It's not TikTok. It's that I want to numb myself from my problems because my problems feel too big and they feel too heavy and I don't know how to deal with them. And honestly, when I deleted TikTok, it was very scary because I was suddenly sitting in a restaurant and feeling all this anxiety in my body, and I'm like, where is this anxiety coming from? And the thing was, I was numbing out. It wasn't that I suddenly had this anxiety, it's that I can suddenly feel all the anxiety that was already in my body that I couldn't feel because I was distracting myself with TikTok, like I did with video games, like I've done with food. It is the way that my brain feels the safest, is to numb itself so that it doesn't have to deal with the shitty things in life that I'm, afraid of. My number one thing that I do when I don't want to do it. I just avoid everything. I will avoid important medical stuff. I will avoid, answering emails, answering calls. I will avoid texting people that I love, because that's the only way that my brain feels safe and able to like control what's going on, is through avoiding things. So the things that TikTok took away are not necessarily things that people could see from the outside. It's things internal to me that I didn't realize were a necessary, integral part of me and my personality. Like, looking back at that video, I am genuinely confused. Like, I used to care about things. I used to read articles every day about writing. I used to make comics every day. I used to be inspired to create things. And this process has allowed me to look back on myself and the things that I've done and created in a more empathetic, joyous way. I felt like deleting TikTok has allowed me to connect with my old self. And I used to hate my old self because I felt like my old self is so cringy. Like, if you look back at the videos that I made on this channel, it is peak cringe. Like, peak cringe. Please go watch and laugh. And I think they're adorable now. Like, I was making videos about D&D because I like D&D, and I was making comics about things that were happening in my life, and I was processing things, and I was introspecting. I don't know why I've been so hard on my past self for so long, but I feel like it's my current self that is kind of dropping the ball a little bit. Like, I have completely lost what I want to do in life, and I think it was truly through this numbing behavior. I don't think it was necessarily because of TikTok. I think that when I want to numb, I will find something to numb with. Yeah, that's really scary to think about, because since I've deleted TikTok, I keep having this thought in my mind of like, what if I find a new thing to numb myself with and I'm not aware of it? I'm not like being mindful that I'm slipping into a new addiction, go back to video games or to food or something different. Like, it's very scary to be in this stage where I've only deleted TikTok almost a month ago, and I'm in a very vulnerable, sort of rocky place with who I am, and like trying to reconnect with who I was, because I feel very confused about who I am. The things I want are the same, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like I have hobbies. I remember to do the dishes and like clean my, we just moved, so don't judge me. Clean my house and do dishes, and I will remember to do it, and it won't seem like such a big deal. And I don't know why that's changed. I've made a lot of changes in conjunction with deleting TikTok, but it feels very related to that, and I don't know how else to explain it. I am sad that they're trying to ban TikTok. I think that TikTok is an amazing way that people can support their families, make side income, just entertain and educate, and I don't want it to go away. I'm not an advocate for deleting TikTok. I think if you're going to delete TikTok, you'd have to delete Instagram and YouTube. If you're going to delete it for the reason that I'm talking about, not for all the legal stuff that's going on. I don't think that it should be going away, and I'm sad. That might be a possibility. Do I still use TikTok? I guess I haven't addressed that. I currently have it on my phone because I was watching everyone talking about how TikTok is going away, but now it's not going away, so I'm gonna delete it because I've not gone on the app, and I'm scared of getting on the app. No, I'm not using TikTok. I'm not really interested in using TikTok. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh, I want to like go on TikTok right now. I have so many other things I'm thinking about at the moment that I've have room to think about now that I couldn't before. I have free time, guys. You know how nice it is to have free time? I didn't know I had all this free time until now. I feel a little bit manic. I don't know what's going on. I know that I'm not on TikTok, and it's given me a lot of space to learn and grow and be curious about things. And I think if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, is that it's not about TikTok. It's about what is the thing that you're using to numb yourself, so you don't have to think about the good things and the bad things. That's what I used it for, and I wish I hadn't. It's stolen a lot of time from me, and honestly, I'm not sure that I'm prepared to sort of like process that yet. I personally feel like the problem is with me, not necessarily that it's my fault that my brain is wired this way, but it is my responsibility to do the work to learn how to be happy, because no one else can help me with that. I'm the only one that can do the work to be happy, and I think that I actually have the energy and the desire and like the curiosity to learn how to be now, and I didn't before. And I'm scared to say that out loud, because what if tomorrow I'm like, I want to kill myself? No, like, I'm scared of like the when I have a depressive episode, which I often do, I'm scared of that's gonna crash I'm gonna crash really hard because I am on such a high right now and I feel so creative and introspective and just wanting to learn all things. So I am scared of that. I'm scared of posting this video because I'm afraid the karma will come back to get me that, oh, now you're gonna be really depressed now that you told everyone that like you're happy now. So that's something I'm worried about. Hopefully that does not happen. But yeah, so that is how TikTok deleted my personality and how I'm getting it back. Yeah, I might make an update video if there's anything to update. What if I get addicted again? That would be really funny after I post this. No. If you want to check out a video I made a video about why complaining is actually good and will make you friends, and I really like that video, so if you liked this one, you'll probably like that one. And yeah, subscribe if you want, you don't have to. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.